The City of Mercy. Hmm. Truth be told, the true story, it was just like any other city. Everywhere you turn, somebody in gang colors. The mall, hamburger stand, there was nowhere you could turn without seeing people in full gang gear. There was people getting shot at. What's going on? Gangs had a serious drug cartel out in the open. Shot down. You know the thing. Litter problem, serious problem, burglary, vandalism. Burglary was really up. It was really up high. Break in B&E was a big thing. Oh, people were getting their cars stolen. They were getting robbed in the alleys, trying to walk to the store. If you were here illegally, you were a target. People would watch you cash your check, and as soon as you got in darkness, pull a gun on you and take your check, because who is you gonna call? And so it was bad. It was real bad. I couldn't give you it was Gotham City. That's what it was. It was Gotham City. There was nothing special about it. It was just like any other town. It had the exact same thing in it as all the other little towns, and it didn't do much more or less. Okay? It was a farm community, and crops had been bad. So, matter of fact, it was probably worse than most places. The way that the penitentiary is worse than the outer world when everything is compressed down. When you have the same activity going on but in a smaller compressed area. That's how this city was. It wasn't called City of Mercy, it was called Merced. Alright, which means mercy. Okay? And once upon a time, all these people right here knew everybody in town. And all these people right here knew everybody in town. It's not that place anymore. Okay? They it was a town that was supported by an Air Force base. The Air Force base was shut down. And you know the rest of the story. The town died. You know, when the sawmill shut down, people were out of work. And after that, the whole town started to go downhill. And it's kind of like was like that with Merced. But I, when I arrived, I was barely alive. I had just came from Las Vegas. I came from Las Vegas. I was like a zombie. I mean, seriously, I was bleeding between all of my toes. I, I, I Las Vegas never closes. And if you are greedy, it will kill you. If you're greedy for anything, you will kill yourself. For means if you alcoholic, you got a gambling addiction, prostitution, anything, any vice, you will kill yourself or you will barely get out of there alive from what you do. Not what they do to you. They just give you whatever it is you can dream of. It just provided it's there. All right. If you can't have no self-control, you will die. Well, I didn't have no self-control. It is not that I didn't have any self-control. I had pressure, money pressure on me. Okay. My Las Vegas story is a completely another note. All right, I can't put it here. It's actually a movie. But so I was motivated to get money, and I found a way to get money. Endless source of money that never stopped coming. The problem is, I was a human being. I stopped coming. All right. Sooner or later, my heart would stop coming. You know that part. But it worked like this. Okay. I don't want to sound insane. I'm gonna show you how easily something like this can happen. I was a street performer, and I had a fantastic talent. Okay. So it got everyone who passed by me, no matter what. It's always been like that. Okay. And so they put money in, right? And I'm doing it 100 miles an hour, and they walk off, and I'm still doing it and stuff. And then pretty soon I'm getting tired, and it's hot like 120 degrees. Well, I want to stop. It's not the money. I got the money, but five new people just walked up, and they put their money in there. I have to give them something for their money, and they never stop coming. My heart's beating out my chest. I, I'm about to die. I'm killing myself out there, day and night, getting this money. I had to stop myself. I had to let the money go. I had to disappoint some people. Oh, we just got here, but I put money in there. You want your money back? No, that's okay. Well, because I usually didn't even say bye. I just pack it up and bounce and leave the crowd standing there because the crowd never just quits. It's not the same people. Yes, it is. People come back and say, you brought me good luck, and they give me more money. Here was the problem. I was damn near a zombie. I got a traumatizing call while I was there that broke my heart. Then I get another call behind that from one of my prized possessions, my child, saying, I can't take this no more. Grandma doing this, womp, womp, womp. I'm running away. I'm leaving. Bye. Click. What? Now I have to leave Las Vegas to come to Merced to get my child, which is the reason I went to Las Vegas, was to get money to come back and collect all my children from all the situations they were in. So I cut it short. I'm gonna come back though. Let me go get my kid real quick and come back. Now there's a saying in this town before it was the city of mercy. There was a saying back in this old Gotham City. All right, if you get out, they didn't even ask you to send help back. Okay, they didn't never say like other people. When you come up, just remember me. Don't forget where you come from. That's not what we told people. Okay, we told them when you get out, don't ever come back. Okay, because if you come back, it's gonna suck you in. All right. This is what we told each other. You can interview anybody, original person from here, and they will tell you we did not say, hey, don't forget me. None of that. We said, get out, don't come back. I wish I didn't come back. That's what everybody told you. All right. Before you ever left, the ones who got out and came back told you, don't come back. There's something about this place will suck you in like quicksand. All right. And it was true. People would go out there and become fantastic people, come home and get stuck and turn into nobodies once again. Yours truly, a perfect example. I did to Las Vegas what nobody ever done in history. Here's a city amongst cities, all right? The competition for attention is at the highest level on the planet, okay? They spend billions in this competition. This isn't the television game of whose commercial is best. This is the big boys, you know? Fire coming up out of the water, dancing fountains, pirates fighting live in front of you on real ships, shooting cannons and falling into real water. This isn't no joke. These people are out here fighting for attention. No, come over here. No, come over here. Okay, we got the best stuff. We got things that seem real that aren't. We got things that are real that don't seem real. Now, I had to compete with this stuff, and I have been a competitor in my life. That's another story. I'm not going to go completely into Las Vegas. I'm just trying to make a point about what I was and what the city did to me. On these signs were stars on every sign. Whitney Houston, Erykah Badu. It was every biggest star you can name that only come play your little area once was all here, all on the same night, all together. Every night it was like this. Different stars. They were coming and going. I was still there. But I had to compete with this because this is people have their money and they can only spend it once. Are they going to put it in a slot machine? They're going to go see this show, go see this show, go to this place, do this, do that till my money's gone. Everybody's out to get that money. I was raised at the fair, trained on the fairground. So they were no match for me. Okay, they didn't even see what hit them. Okay, they thought they had their games down packed, but they didn't know the mechanism that gave them birth. They didn't know the fair, and that it was started by country people who took tractors and farm equipment and turned it into those rides that you see. All right, if you look at the original rides, you'll see they were all farm equipment, and they took them out here, and this was tax-free money they were making because it was like farm labor. They also sold their livestock and their vegetables and stuff too during this fair. Okay, but that's another story. But I was trained here. I was on the training ground, and it's gonna pop up many times. So I took on Las Vegas because I can take on anyone because I had a stage like no one ever had. No one could match the audience I had until the later days came. You know, when they had these 100,000 people and all these other things on these, you know. But so I got the biggest stage. I got Las Vegas Boulevard. I tried knocking on doors. I tried to go to Circus, the Stratosphere, and Legends Incorporated, and all. I say, hey, I can do this here, and it was like, basically what I was told is we don't do entertainment. All right, we do hotel, casinos, and gambling. Okay, entertainment comes here, it comes in a box. They take it out. It has its own people who take it out the box, put it on stage. They take it back and put it back in the box, and it leaves. We don't really do that here. I'm like, huh? So I had Las Vegas all wrong. Now I'm here. Oh man, I'm homeless. My hotel is about to expire. I knocked on every door. So I took them on. I had no choice. It was that or die. And I'm not going to spoil the whole story. So I'm going to skip some main important things probably. But basically, I beat them. I beat all the signs, all the casinos. I was there when the Bellagio opened up. Across the street at the half-built Aladdin, there's tourists from all over the world got pictures of me. And the day they cranked up the fountains, I was working, and they didn't give me no warning. So now they're just gonna crank up the music and crank up the fountains right when I'm doing what I'm doing. So I did what I did to Treasure Island. what nobody thought can be done. I made everybody turn their back on the attraction and look at me across the street. That's some powerful stuff when you just one little dot, one little man against these big monstrous buildings, and the people choose you over this mechanical thing because it's just their reputation. It's just no competition for what you're seeing over across the street. Reminds you of fireworks, but not. It reminds you of birds flying, but not. I ain't never seen anything move like that. Even my dog is tripping. I understand, but I ain't never seen nothing move like that. It's got my full attention. And this is what I did to him. And I beat him. I came in. Cops stopped me the first day. I went out there and tried it and said, hey, you know you can't do that out here. I said, oh, yeah, I know. And act like I was packing it up and went way down the road and cranked up again. By the time the game was over with, the brass were on horsebacks behind me, and the photo at Carol's trying to be in the picture, okay? Because I was a legend. I was a legend in Las Vegas, and you don't become no legend in Las Vegas. It's too much competition. Everybody's a star. Everybody's an entertainer. Everybody's an agent or something. There are no stars here, okay? They're all stars. I became a legend amongst them all because I did what no one could do. I brought Las Vegas Boulevard to a standstill because they thought the real Michael Jackson was there. And if you was 100 feet away, there was nothing no one could tell you different because what you was seeing looked real in every way, shape, or form. And only one person could do that, right? Well, that's what they thought. And so you have bus drivers. I'm sorry I'm going out the way here, but I will get back to the point. We have bus drivers who normally just drive the bus, a tedious job because the bus has to creep along. The traffic on Las Vegas Boulevard is like 5 miles an hour, maybe 3 or 4 sometimes. Okay, now the bus is creeping along, but now he has this one. This is the only time they've ever done this. Okay, he gets on his microphone because there's such a roar on his bus. He gets on his microphone and say, "Yeah, and that's Michael Jackson down there, like a tour bus driver." All right, this makes his day. Now they're all doing it. Oh, that's not all though. That's not all. There's a method to this madness. The cab driver comes by, and with my genius, not just talent, the person in the back is trying to take a photo of me. I turn in such a way where they don't quite can't get it, and just as they're passing me, too late to stop, I do some fantastic move that makes them tell the cab driver, "Hey, take me all the way back around." I don't know if you've been there or if you know how big a Las Vegas block is, but it's nothing like your city. It's really around the world to go around a Las Vegas block. It's probably to go around your town. And so, um, this is money for a cab driver, real money. And the cab drivers love me. The bus drivers love me. The people love me. The strippers all love me because they see me getting my money the same way they're getting theirs. So the people in these shows, they trying to be Michael Jackson for real and slip out the back door, don't know nobody. I know everyone. Everyone knows me. The donut man, everyone knows me. They don't care about them. There's some people on a marquee, on a sign, everything that think they this and that, but he's better. And so it went like that. And it just got deeper and deeper and deeper. Well, I became a legend, okay, in a place where it was not supposed to be possible, and got called away from that to a city no one ever heard of that I know. They didn't even know it exists. They passed right through here, going from north to south. There's no way to get there. All right, down 99, except you go straight through here. And so I come here. I had already left here three years prior, because 4 years ago I went to jail from here, coming to see about my grandmother on her deathbed and my children, which led me to having to gain some power in the situation if I wanted to retrieve them. And so that's what the Las Vegas move was all about. Threw everything to the wind, grabbed a suitcase with some videotapes in it, my paperwork and inventions that I keep with me, slight little bit of clothes, and I'm off. Like I live in my costume. Anyway, I come back to Merced. I knock on all the doors. I go to the um, Chamber of Commerce, the Visitors Bureau, give them a videotape. This is me, womp, 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 and this is what I want to do. All the paperwork is in there, everything is in, it's all good. All right? No, you can use something like this. No one can do this. And I went to Rosari, and I went to Merced, Cadillac, Pontiac, Isuzu, Oldsmobile. It had a bunch of names, but it's just Merced Chevrolet. I watched name by name come down off the building. Well, you know what these people were telling me? I went to Russ McGarry. I went everywhere. I went to McCauley. I went many places to floor cover one, whatever the floor covering place is down on Main Street. I went to all the clubs, and I went everywhere. When I came the first time, they knew the legend because I walked straight in the mall, walked up to a guy, told him what I can do, and then said, "Let me show you," which is my skilo is how I do it. All right. I asked them how much would this be worth to them if I can do this right here, and they have this bewildered look on their face, like, "Yeah, how can you do that?" or whatever, this doubtful look. So I just demonstrate. So I climbs in the store window and do my thing, and the people to the glass like a cheese commercial, and he's like, "Wow, oh wow, boom." So I got the job. Coming out of there, guy said, "Hey man, I'm the Jelly Belly man. You know, I sell the candy and Jelly Belly. I need you. You know, and get in the suit." And there was Sweet Rivers Restaurant on the corner, and went into all that. It was all good. Went to the mall, left them a videotape. Went to the whole entire city and left them videotapes of my fantastic talent. This is the year 2000, 2K, the year of my arrival and return. I told you, I'm in a zombie state though. I'm beat up from Las Vegas. No sleep, sleeping on the ground, going through a lot of stuff, then getting a little room in house, and on, and room in a hotel where I don't never be, and it's just trying to be on it 24 hours a day and all kinds of stuff. So when it's cold, it's freezing. When it's hot, it's roasting. Anything you're doing, and if you're out there in that weather, it's going to make it extra. No response. No response. Oh, and when I walk in and press them, this is what they all said like robots. We don't really do any kind of promoting or advertising. Most of our business is referrals. And that word reminds me of when I was in Palm Springs. Another word another phrase called closed community, excluding everyone with our own clique, whatever. Okay, so this is what this referral thing means. All right, we don't do business with outsiders. Or with you, we're not doing business with you. And everybody else made excuses. They bundled it at this Chamber of Commerce. I come back, nobody knows where the videotape, someone that stole the videotape, it's gone. That kept happening over and over a lot of places. Employees or whoever, them videotapes are out there somewhere still. And I hope they got transferred to DVD. But anyway, I did that, so I'm not worried about it. So I knocked on every door, okay? I went to the nightclub and I turned the nightclubs out. So everyone knew. This is 2000. They knew. Every year at local event, Juneteenth. It's like it's like the park is my stage. All eyes on me. So here we are in 2017 with a bunch of people acting like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. If we had a knew, we would have did this and we would have did that and would have did this and would have did that. No, here's what really happened, okay? Here's what really happened. Because this isn't about me, it's more about the city, okay? And we're going to get back to that. But it has to be known about this city and me and how the city used to be. There was rumors going around that I had went to jail for child molesting. And then there was rumors going around that I got my kids took from me, and the rumors got twisted up that I went to jail for molesting my children. And it went on and snowballed and did all kind of stuff. And they were saying all this stuff. I didn't know about it. All right, nobody was saying it to me. They don't let you hear it. They're the talk behind your back place. Let me tell you about the #1 game they had. I nicknamed it the Merced game. Okay, you may call it he said, she said, but it goes to an all new level in this place. And it's basically here's what's behind it. Okay, two people get in an argument way back, and they're not speaking to each other anymore. Okay, a third person knows them both. This one's over here talking about that one. That one's over there going to talk about this one. If you mess around and you go and mention anything to this other person, they're gonna get into a fight, as though they're gonna pretend as though they're gonna fight each other, and they're both gonna turn on you, saying you're running back and forth starting stuff. When they were both the one putting their business on your shoulders and in your head and on you, and you trying to patch them up some kind of way, get caught in the crossfire, and they end back up buddy buddy, and now you're the odd person out. That's basically how the game goes. It's been exposed. They can stop doing it. Now, moving on, I was ridiculed. No one really wanted to do business with me who didn't know none of these other things. And the people that did in the local community, I couldn't get a place to lay my head, couldn't do nothing. They all knew me but didn't know me. I see them, they be in their cars, I wouldn't even know it was them. It was just hard. I came back to get my son, thought I could get him and take him home. Here's what my kids hit me with. Dad, stay. No, man, I got to go back to Las Vegas, man. We need the money, man. I'm doing this for us. And what do you do when your children do this? They turn to me and they say, Dad, we don't care about the money. We just want you. I couldn't go. I couldn't leave. I couldn't go back to Las Vegas. So I stayed here and tried to deal with these people and do some things I just told you. There wasn't even a dance contest I could win here. There's always been that, no matter where I traveled in the world. But this place was the end of the earth. There was nothing there. Nothing. Darkness. There wasn't even all of these street lights that you see now. Streets look dark. And you know what the most lit up place was? Some dim yellow lights leading up to the library and the courthouse. They were dim and they were yellow, but they looked like Santa Claus compared to how dark the town was. And no one, everyone's acting like they have amnesia and they don't remember it being Gotham City. And you know what I did? All they done to me? I saved their children from shooting each other down. No one actually knows the mechanics of how I did it, but they do know that I had something to do with it. All right? It had something to do with me being cool with everybody. Okay? But there's a lot more to it. And so, I used the girls on the guys too. Okay? And I wooed all the girls, not for some game or to play. It's like, this is how it works. When I look at a girl, her mind says, he likes me. Or her mind's not lying to her because and I'm only looking at the parts of her that I like. All right? Only looking at the things about her I like. It ain't just physical. Her body, I can see into her eyes. So I'm only thinking about, hey, I like that kind of person. And she sees like, okay? Now you can look at a person, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something bad or to hate somebody about, you can find that too and you won't like nobody. Well, it looked like I liked everybody. And they even accused me of that. And I'm like, I don't remember ever even having a conversation with you. How could I make a fool of you when we don't even know each other? We made eye contact. And you took it way further out of my sight when you should have brought it to me. Because if you're going to blame me, you should have at least brought it to me. But that's another story. So I was in this town. And I did many things. I did everything but walk on water. I'm telling you, turned it all around. Listen, that's the sound of the city of Mercy, not Merced. See, lately, with the homeless situation, it's creating a wrinkle, like having rats and roaches. But basically, it's a place where you can't probably leave your bike outside again. It was getting like that, and we took a little back step with the bicycles. All right, but it all stemmed back to the same thing. Rules change, situations change. People were living out of shopping carts. Law passed that we catch you with a shopping cart, you're going to jail. So now they must find some other means. So I ain't got to pull this cart again. I can move on a bicycle better. Even better still, like I said, there's a lot of babies start walking early because all of a sudden they all start showing up with baby buggies. That means there was a whole bunch of children out there learning to walk early, okay? And that was bad. But so they had a big, really bad rat and roach problem. Man, the homeless was thick, out of control, everywhere, camping any empty space I could get in and do whatever. And they was doing the bathrooms in the parks ugly, and it was bad. It was bad. It was people coming from other areas just to be homeless here. It was bad. Yeah, my battery's getting ready to die, so this is gonna have to be part one of two parts. But really, here's actually what happens. I only gave them a partial picture of me. I didn't really care about them. I only cared about getting my kids back. There was no place to perform. A guy eventually stopped performing and just started trying to survive. When you have no income, one night someone took all my ID, took my bag, took everything, And without ID, you're in a situation like this in that old Gotham. You need ID to get a birth certificate. You need a birth certificate to get a driver's license when you come from out of state. And without either one, you're just stuck. You can't get social assistance. You can't get nowhere. You can't even stay in a homeless shelter. You're in a bad situation.